Respect isn't earned by shouting. Anyone can raise their voice. Children do it. Angry men do it. But true strength, true authority, doesn't need noise. Today, I'm going to give you 5 phrases, rooted in philosophy, tested through time, that command respect without shouting, because the strongest men, the ones people follow, admire, and remember, are never the loudest in the room. They're the ones who speak less, but when they do, the world listens. And if you master these phrases, not only will you command respect, you'll live with more confidence, calmness, and control than most men ever will. Part 1. Why respect matters more than approval. Before we jump into the phrases, let's get one thing straight. Respect and approval are not the same. Approval is when people like you. Respect is when people look up to you. One can fade overnight. The other lasts a lifetime. Philosophers from east to west understood this difference. Confucius said, "Respect yourself and others will respect you." Marcus Aurelius echoed, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." Both point to the same truth. Respect comes from living in a way that commands it, not begging for it. You don't need everyone's approval. That's weakness. You need respect, from yourself first, then from others. And these 5 phrases, they're verbal weapons, not for domination, not for manipulation, but for self-mastery. And self-mastery commands respect more than shouting ever could. Phrase 1, I understand. When most people feel attacked, they fight back. When someone argues, they argue louder. But the man who listens and calmly says, I understand, shifts the entire dynamic. This doesn't mean you agree. It doesn't mean you surrender. It means you have control over your emotions. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." By saying, I understand, you're showing that insults, anger, or chaos won't throw you off balance. You're above it. Think of it like martial arts. A skilled fighter doesn't rush in blindly. He deflects. He absorbs the energy, then chooses when to strike. I understand is that deflection. In practice, when someone criticizes you unfairly, I understand. When someone raises their voice at you, I understand. When someone tries to provoke you, I understand. It's calm, it's controlled, and it instantly shifts the power to you. Because the man who doesn't lose his cool commands respect. Phrase 2, no. The most powerful word in any language is not yes, it's no. Weak men say yes to everything. They try to please. They bend. They compromise who they are for approval. Strong men know that every yes is a contract. Every time you agree to something, you give away time, energy, and resources you'll never get back. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, said, "He who is brave is free." And one of the bravest acts a man can do is say no, not shouted, not explained with excuses, just firm, steady, respectful, no. Examples: a coworker asks you to do their work, no. A friend pressures you into something you know is wrong, no. Someone pushes past your boundaries, no. This isn't arrogance, this is clarity, and clarity commands respect. Here's the key: never justify your no. The moment you start explaining, you open the door for debate. A man who respects himself doesn't need to debate his boundaries. He sets them. He keeps them. Learn to say no, calmly, without guilt. And you'll notice people respect you more, not less. Phrase 3, that's enough. Respect is not about how much you can endure. It's about where you draw the line. And nothing sets boundaries more firmly than the phrase, that's enough. You don't need to yell. You don't need to insult. Just look a man in the eye, steady your voice, and say, that's enough. It works in every setting. When a conversation turns into disrespect, that's enough. When someone keeps pushing you, that's enough. When arguments go in circles, that's enough. The reason this works? It's decisive. It closes the door. It signals strength and certainty. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who wrote in his Meditations, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." That's enough is the living application of that principle. It's saying, this is not right. This will not continue. The world respects men who know when to stop nonsense. Be that man. Phrase 4, I will handle it. Responsibility is rare. Everyone wants to talk. Few want to step up. But when you say, I will handle it, you separate yourself instantly from the crowd. In moments of crisis, people look for leadership. Not titles, not positions. Leadership. And the man who says, I will handle it, becomes the leader. Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This phrase is exactly that. Stop debating, stop waiting, step up, handle it. Examples, a family crisis. You say, I will handle it. A work problem everyone is avoiding. You say, I will handle it. A personal challenge. You don't whine. You say, I will handle it. The phrase shows competence, it shows courage, and courage commands respect faster than anything else. The truth is, men who take responsibility, even when it's hard, are rare, and because they are rare, they are respected. Phrase 5, silence. The final phrase isn't a phrase at all. It's silence. In fact, silence is louder than shouting will ever be. Why? Because silence shows mastery. It shows that you don't need to prove yourself with words. You've already proven yourself with presence. Lao Tzu said, he who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. And there's deep truth there. Silence in an argument makes people uneasy because they can't fight silence. Silence in a negotiation makes others reveal more than they wanted to. Silence in confrontation forces the other side to fill the void. The man who can stay silent in the right moment commands absolute respect. Examples, when insulted, you stay silent. When pressured, you stay silent. When a deal is on the line, you stay silent. The silence says, I am unshaken. I am in control. I do not need to explain myself. And people respect that more than they respect 1,000 words shouted in desperation. So let's recap the 5 phrases that command respect without shouting. I understand. A calm disarmament. No, boundaries and freedom. That's enough. Decisive authority. I will handle it. Responsibility and leadership. Silence. The loudest form of strength. Remember, you don't earn respect by being the loudest man in the room. You earn it by being the most composed. Respect isn't about noise, it's about presence. And presence is built through calmness, boundaries, responsibility, and restraint. So the next time you're tested, the next time someone pushes, the next time life throws chaos at you, don't shout, don't panic. Choose your words like a weapon. Because a man who commands his words commands respect. If you found this powerful and you're ready to sharpen your edge as a man, rooted in timeless philosophy, not cheap tricks, hit subscribe, because this is just the beginning. Together, we'll build a mindset and a presence that no one can ignore. Stay sharp, stay calm, command respect. This is Stoic Thinker.